offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. Online at consumerqb.com.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Consumer Quarterback Show. I'm your host for the day, Alex Lima. You know me as Alex Lima with BlackBelt Fitness and Martial Arts. I'm filling in for your consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, so I'm playing backup today. Brandon and Lindsay Rhymes, they own the Platinum MVP team at KW. They always have some amazing properties up for sale, and I'd like to highlight a couple for you right now. One that we have for sale right now, part of the Platinum MVP team, pumping and promoting them. We have 29313 Princeville Drive in San Antonio, Florida. Good old San Antone in Pasco County. Just under 1,600 square feet. It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, resort-style living on this golf and country club type setup we got here. It's a 55 and over community with a guarded gate, corner lot, plenty of privacy, sunroom that has heat and AC. You got a community pool. It's got a pub, a fitness center, and more on the premises. It's a nice little spot to retire or have as a second home if you're one of the snowbirds that loves to come down here to Florida. Another awesome property that we have up on the screen right now is 13468 Haverhill Drive in Spring Hill, Florida, good old Hernando County. Just under 2,600 square feet. It's a 4-bedroom, 2.5-bath, 2-story home. It's got really low HOA fees. Got Corian countertops, stainless steel appliances, community pools, playgrounds, and fitness center all in this place. Look at this. That's a beautiful pool right there. And the light coming into that living room, that's amazing. I could definitely see myself hanging out there. I might have to call myself on this one. You can check all the properties at www.platinummvpteam.kw.com, or you can call 813-917-1894. In just a moment, we're going to go to the phones and we're going to talk to our friend Shane Socash. But before we do, we like to hit you with something good, right? The feel-good story of the day. An act of kindness helps a blind woman ride a bicycle again. Jeanette Stevens, she's an avid cyclist who lost her eyesight at age 34. Years later, she began cycling with the help of a local charity, which loaned her a tandem bicycle for a year. A tandem bicycle is a form of bicycle that is designed to be ridden by multiple people at the same time, for those that don't know. When the year was up, though, the bicycle had to be returned. But one of the charity's old tandems was up for sale, and although it was not immediately in a usable condition, the charity was selling it for £50. This was in the UK, so it's about $61 US. Stevens spoke to New York Cycles, and she actually purchased the bike. She took it to the shop, where the employee said that not only would they repair it, but they would do it for her as a gift. A short time later, the tandem bike was ready, and it was equipped with new tires, chain cogs, handlebar stems, brake, and gear cables. It's like a new bike. It was really special for her, said Stevens' friend, who is also her tandem riding partner. She had tears in her eyes, and not just because of the bike, but because of the kindness that she was shown. That's amazing. That's our feel-good story of the day. We got to have more of that in the world. You'd be surprised, ladies and gentlemen, sometimes how difficult it is to find these feel-good stories of the day. We do a lot of research and trying to find a good one for you. There's obviously a lot more negativity because negativity is it's more popular. But we're going to put an end to that, right? We're going to do the feel-goods. So on the phone, we have Shane Socash. He is our precious metals expert. I've been dying to talk to Shane one-on-one for a while. How you doing, Shane?
Good. How's it going, Alex?
Man, it's a pleasure finally getting to speak to you. A little fun fact for you. I don't know if anybody knows this really in the room, so I'm going to drop a bomb here. Well, not literally. I actually was in the precious metals industry myself for a while. I would buy and sell gold to like wholesalers and stuff like that.
Fantastic.
Yeah, man. So I'm a little familiar with your industry. So what do you guys got going on?
We got a store full of folks. We've been selling a lot of bullion. I think I think in the last 30 days we sold approaching $3 million worth of gold bullion, which is that's a lot for us. But I think it's an indicator as to what some of the wealthy folks and the people that are plugged in think is the direction of the metal markets. So.
Yeah, $3 million, that's a lot. I can guarantee I never did that much in sales. I handled with gold and silver, and then also like high-end watches, like Rolexes and stuff like that.
Fantastic.
When I would do it, we would measure by the penny weight. Is that how you guys do it, or how do you guys do it?
So historically there's been this push and pull between pennyweight and gram. The public, so bullion typically is sold by troy ounce, but as far as buying gold and that type of thing, we switched over about 10 years ago to gram because the public understood it better. It made more sense to them, less smoke and mirrors, and we try to be transparent.
Yeah, it makes sense. Now go back for a second. The troy ounce. So what is that typically?
So a troy ounce is different than the household ounce, and it is, when you see metals on the ticker and, the mercantile exchange and, gold is at 1835 and silver's at 2350 type of thing, that is based on a troy ounce, which is the way precious metals are weighed. If I'm not, so there's 31.15 grams in a troy ounce versus, I believe, 28 in a household ounce. So it's a little confusing. People at home, are putting it on their cooking scale and trying to figure out how much gold they have type of thing, and we have to convert it over to troy ounce. But the metal industry, operates on, this is kind of nerd talk for metal folks, but it operates on the troy ounce.
Oh, awesome! Yeah. So you dropped some knowledge on me there. I wasn't aware of that. I hadn't worked with the troy ounce, but then again, I wasn't doing like a bullion like that, like the bigger movements like that.
Sure.
So how does it typically work? I mean, I know how the process works, but for our listeners, like someone comes in, they feel that they have X amount of precious metal, and then they come into your store. They walk in, they go to the counter, and they meet one of your what do you call them? You call them gemologists or
associates? Well, so in the case of metal, we have 3 graduate gemologists, but you don't have to be a gemologist to deal in metal. I mean, it's pretty cut and dry. So as far as the bullion end goes, people come in and they buy and sell. Like they bring their metals to us. We take it out. We tell them what we would offer. It's based on the market at this second. It fluctuates by the second, as you know.
Yeah.
And we make an offer. We tell them why we're offering what we're offering, and if they want to sell, we buy it from them, or conversely buy. We sell it to them, and that's pretty much. It's really not. I think people are usually surprised by how simple it is. It just we try to be transparent. They come in and they buy from us or sell to us. Jewelry is more complicated. There's a lot more things that, it sounds like you did a little dabbling in that. We have to take into consideration, is this piece of jewelry something that is relevant design-wise in today's market? Oftentimes it's not.
Sure.
But if it is, we have to take that into consideration and pay more for that. Obviously, diamonds play a part. If it has large stones in it, then that's where the gemologist comes in, where we have to sit down, myself or one of my 2 other gemologists here, do the market research just like you would for property, and figure out what that diamond is worth, and we don't want them going down the street and selling it to someone else, so we try to be as competitive as we possibly can on these types of things.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the flip side to that as well is sometimes people think that they have this like thing that is of this insane value, and then they come in and like, I hate to break it to you, this isn't real, or it's not the diamond that you thought it was, or.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's part of the nature of the work. I think everybody's watched the show. I'm drawing a blank on the name, where they bring things to get them appraised, and then they
like the Pawn Stars.
Well, yeah, sure that,
yeah.
But there's another one. But anyway, and it's just they make the face. It's like, oh no, this is heartbreaking. This thing that has been passed down from generation to generation is worth $325, and it's like heartbreaking. But then conversely, we do have, albeit less frequently, the flip side of that story, where someone walks in with something that they really don't think has tremendous value. They think it has a small amount of value, and we're able to pay them much more than they had imagined.
Yeah, and then surprise, surprise, they actually came up for the day. So that's pretty awesome. Shane, real quick, we're wrapping up, man. But what's a good way for people to get a hold of you?
David Reynolds, Jewelry and Coin. We're on the corner of Central Avenue and 40th Street. Have been in this location since '81.
Awesome, my man. I'll actually be passing by myself soon. I got some stuff I want to run by you.
Yeah, ask for me.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. That's all we got for today. We want to have you consider going out and committing a random act of kindness. Catch you next time on the Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
You've been listening to The Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes. Whether it's real estate, consumer, or financial advice, let Brandon call your next play. Call Brandon Rhymes at 813-917-1894. That's 813-917-1894. Online at consumerqb.com. And join us next time for The Consumer Quarterback Show.